Good afternoon, everybody. Nate here. Just wanted to follow up with the video regarding my Rockstar. If you recall, my last video I was having some issues with getting a new bike, so I swapped out a bike I received because it had broken front forks, and I got a new bike replaced, and I received it on Sunday. So I wanted to give a quick update, talk briefly about 5 things to you guys on our status update of where we are with the bike. Like I said, Sunday, the first thing is I received the bike. I put the bike together on Sunday, very ecstatic, excited. Um, I started putting together a video for the bike, and I was just excited to get the bike because it took a long time to get that replacement bike. So the second thing I did is I took a test drive. So I wanted to get it all on video, but unfortunately I didn't. And then during the test drive, during the first quarter mile, and after pressing on the throttle a bit, I kept getting error code 21. I got about an eighth of a mile, and then I would say after that, um, error code started kicking in. The bike would just shut off. So I was a little frustrated. Brought it back, checked some things. I noticed a few things I checked with the speed sensor. Wanted to make sure that that was in correct alignment with parallel to being the ground in the magnet. And to my understanding, it does. Um, it does come in alignment just like it's supposed to be. So then the next thing I did is I added and removed spacers. So my last bike I received, it had spacers on it, and then there was like 3 spacers on the speed sensor on the inside of the little plastic piece. Well, this one only had 1. So I said, well, maybe it needs a couple speed sensors and I need to bump out that plastic piece a bit. So ran up to the Home Depot and got a couple plastic washers to stick in between there. So I stuck those washers in between there and retested the bike out, and still no luck, unfortunately. So what I did then is, after making sure everything was in alignment, made sure that I removed the spacers, and I started riding again. And then I started getting the error code 4. So when I turn it on, I turn it on. Sometimes it goes right to error code 4. Other times I'll turn it on, pedal a bit, and then as soon as I hit the throttle, it'll kick into that error code 21, which I know is the sensor from my understanding. So I've been going back with Sondors, and the fourth thing I want to talk about is I reached out to Sondors, and I've been going back and forth with them, with Josh. Again, they've been very helpful. I think they're overwhelmed. I think their customer service maybe not set up the best, because I called and reached out, and then, for example, it said for service, press this number. So I pressed number 2 or 3, whatever it was, and then ended up having to leave a message, and then I called back again, and I got somebody. But unfortunately, that person wasn't able to help me. They just basically took a message and forwarded it on. So I think they need a little help with their customer service on responding to folks. And again, I know it's quite hard with the amount of people that are not working or just stopped working in general. So a lot of businesses are having problems. So I'm going back and forth with Josh, and he gave me some troubleshooting techniques. And of course, I've already tried those right off the bat. Those are the ones I talked about with making sure the speed sensor was in alignment. And sure enough, it was. So I'm going back and forth. I made a couple more calls, and I still haven't heard anything back. So I'm wondering if it's the wiring going into the motor somehow. That wire that comes off the speed sensor that goes into the motor. Could it be something off of that? Could that be the problem? I don't know. Does anybody else have any ideas, any suggestions that I could do? Like I said there, I've had this bike now almost going on and off for 2 weeks, because I had to send one back, but pretty frustrating not to be able to ride it, and especially today. It's a nice 75-degree weather day over here in the east side, over in Virginia, Northern Virginia, so it would have been nice to be out riding today. So what am I missing? Please let me know if you guys got any questions or comments. Please do. Anything helps out. Like I said, I'm a newbie to this game. So anything helps out when it comes down to letting me know what I need to do or what I can do to improve being a little mechanic on the bike. Back in the day I used to be a mechanic, but that was way back before. I called it the carburetor days. Anytime there was a carburetor, when I was young, I used to dink around with things, but nowadays everything's all electric and don't know how to dink with that stuff. So if you could give me some ideas, that'd be great. And also, if you wouldn't mind to like this video and even maybe subscribe if you think about it, that'd be great. And I will hopefully hear from y'all soon, and everybody take care.